immediately wish you could take back. Hopefully the cameras weren't rolling, but lucky for us, they were for these people. Her dad told her to shoot for the moon, but I'm pretty sure that's not what he meant. They might be taking no sleeping on the job a little too seriously here. If you're gonna cheat live on stream, at the very least, try not to make it look so obvious. Thankfully, she's already got the right tool in hand to handle this. Question is, will she figure out how to use it right? For once, someone's homework really was eaten by a dog. If at first you don't succeed, try and try again. He thought he had him, but Ben was ready with one of these.
How come you claim to be 5'9" even though you're like 5'5"?
I don't know. How tall are you?
I'm actually 5'9".
Okay, come over here. Let's see.
We all know hairspray can start a fire, but how about a hairbrush? This kid thought he'd make his brother chase after the ball, but instead, nobody gets the ball now. With the amount of time this guy takes to line up his shot, it's easy to assume he's some kind of pool pro. Looks can be deceiving. This is exactly what happens when I try to roll the toilet paper back onto the roll, just scaled up. You've got to be careful where you're flexing your AirPods. You never know who might swoop in and snatch them.
Se puede considerar. Sí, y evidentemente.
This is the smoothest "I totally meant to do that" moment ever caught on camera. He just waited to be in a more comfortable position.
You okay, young man?
I'm good. This is actual footage of my student loan payments being taken out of my account. This is the moment Bryan Cranston became Stepdad Berg.
My question is, because I grew up in Albuquerque, was there any cool places, anything that you liked being there?
Yeah, I'd go and visit your mother once in a while.
This must be what happened to that girl who left me on red. This is why you shouldn't try to multitask. It just never works out well in the end. This new Indiana Jones movie just doesn't seem as good as the originals. And here I thought the American medical system was the only one robbing patients.
You need to leave.
Either these homeowners take home security a little too seriously, or this delivery man doesn't take his job seriously enough. At $15 an hour, it's going to take him 1,000 hours to pay for that, but only after he finds a new job. This is why you shouldn't hire the cheapest contractor you can find on Craigslist. This wannabe thief is better prepared for his job than most people I know.
Hey, don't you dare take that. Got you on camera, bitch.
Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. So what's that say about this guy?
During this recent heat streak. Whoa! So that did not work out. I tried to have 2 times with extinguishers.
1 second you're happily swinging on a lamppost, the next you've somehow pulled the entire pole out of the ground.
Get over here!
I bet every time the fish tells that story, the person holding the rod gets a foot taller. Here's a lesson in why you always need to find the right tool for the job. This couple's trying to show off their upper body strength when really she should have invested in a wig that doesn't fall off. This student driver just barely missed the world record speed run for losing your license.
Break!
Ever wondered what happens when you've got more money than sense? Sometimes celebrating a little too hard has its consequences.
Medic!
Shaking hands with this man is the true final test to receiving your diploma. When you live for the weekend but accidentally clock off a few seconds too early.
Boa noite.
If this dog ever gets lost, it'll at least be easier to find it.
Hey, come here, dog.
This woman should be a Marine. She leaves no man behind with no hesitation.
He needs some milk.
You can't have dogs and nice things. It's one or the other. The look on this woman's face says it all. There's a good reason she's reporting on sports instead of playing them.
Through.
Oh, my goodness.
I've never seen a board that breaks you, but there's a first time for everything. I guess getting a cat is one way to start cutting calories. This poor guy's just trying to buy some beer, but it seems like maybe the cashier's already had a few too many. This guy's setting up a ladder for his fellow soldiers to climb down, but he's made one very important mistake. If he thought the parking rate was expensive, just wait until he gets the bill for this. Never tell your barber you can do it better yourself. He might just give you the chance.
No! No!
Always ask an employee for assistance, or you might just end up under too much pressure. What an amazing workplace. They even offer an on-site jacuzzi. The real question is, why was the traffic light held up by just a stick in the first place? I don't know what's stronger, this model's determination or her ankles. I'm not quite sure if the 5-second rule applies here. We all know that one guy who takes every game a little too seriously. They say just competing is its own reward, and unfortunately for this athlete, that's the only reward he'll be getting now.
Dropped it.
Sudden car stops really make me car sick, but I've never seen one make a car sick. If you thought getting caught singing in the shower was bad, be grateful you're not this guy.
My hips don't lie.
I'm sorry, I didn't see that coming. John, my hips don't lie either.
So who rescues the Coast Guard? Is there a Coast Guard for situations like this? You might not believe it, but this guy paid money to do this. You couldn't pay me enough to even get near that thing. They spent millions of dollars trying to make voice-controlled home appliances, but when the moment of truth came, they weren't feeling too talkative.
Chloe, am I ready on my washing cycle? Even robots have bad days.
This is what happens when you try to become Spider-Man without being bitten by a radioactive spider first. This is why body shops who drop cars this low never go out of business. This is the exact moment he got the idea for his $1 million snow removal business. Don't worry, she's getting paid by the hour. She can do this all day. When the ice cream man won't even serve you, it might be a sign to start dieting. Remember to never leave your car running with the keys inside. Someone might just help themselves. When you accidentally forget to switch personalities with different friend groups.
Coach Prime, Coach, how you feeling today? I always ask you how you
You
feeling.
was not talking like that just 2 minutes ago. Dude, I just want you to be you.
Okay, yes, sir. All right. How you feeling today?
Much better. I feel good.
Play dumb games, win dumb prizes, and then something about aliens. As it turns out, elementary school physics does come in handy after all. Okay, got it. The mascot costume will not help me get more girls' numbers. When you're asked how the food is, but you don't want to be rude.
Look at that. Delicious, huh? Yeah. And they fit in your intermittent fasting, too. They have sushi. They have...
Shaq might be retired from the league, but it looks like he's still trying to catch fouls to this very day. You know what they say, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. If you can't afford the dentist, I guess that's one way to extract a tooth. Or 5. Typically, you're supposed to turn the car on before you put it in drive, but hopefully she'll learn that before she retakes her driver's test.
And move off when you're ready. Okay, the car's still off.
So are they gonna clean that up or just play it off like it never even happened? I guess you could say he lost his temper. They say getting liquid on your phone invalidates the warranty, but this kid's determined to find out if that includes milkshakes. Part of me thinks he just hated that ornament and wanted a good excuse to get rid of it. I mean, can we really blame this man? I typically think people sitting on the floor outside are homeless too. My dog makes that exact same face when I pretend to throw a ball too.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here.
Than it actually is. The ice cream man pulls some sly tricks on his customers, and the customer gives him a taste of his own medicine. As this artist is launched high into the air, she gracefully glides overhead and sticks the landing precisely like a true performer. Timing, accuracy, and pure focus needs to align perfectly to pull this trick off. And let's not overlook the fact that he caught the can backwards with one hand while steering the boat with the other. Notice how all the chairs are placed in a different position? Therefore, this acrobat needs to constantly alternate hand positions while performing this act. Do you know how difficult it is to spin a scooter once while in midair? He does it multiple times and lands cleanly. He not only successfully lands this rail grind, but he transitions straight into a nose manual that lasts for 10 seconds and finishes off with an epic kickflip. Slinking all the balls in the first shot is one thing, but having it happen with the